Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. It is indeed a wise phrase. Every child learns this teaching from the parents. This beautiful teaching has been taught since time immemorial. Greetings everyone. Today class 9A is going to conduct an assembly on the topic honesty. Before starting the assembly, I'd like to start it with a short prayer.
Please give me the strength to face the day and to see the many blessings that it contains. Give me the courage to walk on no matter how long the path or how many turns the road holds. Guide my thoughts so that I walk in love and peace with gratitude stamped on my heart.
As said by Benjamin Franklin, that honesty is the best policy. In today's world, it is very necessary for a person to be honest, because no one will ever trust a person if the person is not honest. As trust is like a glass, once broken, it can never be strong as before. So if you be dishonest with the person who trusts you, they will be gradually losing faith in you. And a day will come that you will not be trusted, even if you are right and honest. Now I would like to invite my fellow friends to throw more light on this topic.
Every lie is two lies. The one we tell others and the second we tell ourselves to justify it. Now we have an introduction towards honesty by Parth Karan.
Honesty is the fastest way to prevent a mistake from turning into a failure. There is an old saying that we should always tell the truth, because that way we don't have to remember what we said. Honesty is a virtue. At one time or another, you might find yourself in a situation that requires you to tell one or two lies to avoid trouble. For some people, being honest is not that easy, and such people might find themselves lying almost every day. Honesty is the best policy, because no matter how good you are at telling lies, the truth will always come out. Honest people are trusted upon because they are known to stand by the truth. Without honesty, the world would be a bad and sad place to live in. That's why we always tell the truth, no matter what the situation is.
What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Have we trials and temptations? Is there trouble anywhere? We should never be discouraged. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Can we find a friend so faithful, who will all our sorrows share? Jesus knows our every weakness. Take it to the Lord in prayer.
As William Shakespeare says, no legacy is so rich as honesty. Now we present Meaning of Honesty by Utkarsh Joshi.
As it is rightly said by George Washington, it is better to offer no excuse than one. Honesty is everything. It is the foundation for our daily interaction with friends and colleagues. If the secret ingredient of honesty is missing, problems start to arise. It is not always easy to know when someone is lying to you. However, you will develop a pretty good feeling about a person's authenticity over time. There are people you can trust, people who have the
confidence to tell you what they think, even if it's uncomfortable.
There is only one word in earth, sun, sky, and that is an honesty soul. We have a survey on honesty by Atanveer Shah.
One of the most popular methods to judge honesty is the lost wallet test. A recent study tried to use this concept to find the most honest cities in the world. The lost wallet study was performed by Reader's Digest to glean the honesty in 16 global hubs like Madrid, Amsterdam, New York, and Helsinki. The aim of the experiment was to find out how many items were returned by people. The results: Helsinki, capital of Finland, topped the list of the most honest cities with 11 wallets being returned from the dozen that were dropped for the experiment. Mumbai came in with 9 wallets being returned, and Budapest, capital of Hungary, came in third with people returning 8 out of 12 wallets. Industrialist Anand Mahindra shared the results study on social media, stating he was very gratified to see the result.
Major component for developing moral character is honesty. Honesty helps in developing good attributes like kindness, discipline, truthfulness, moral integrity, and more. Honest people are sincere, truthworthy, and loyal throughout their life. Honesty is valuable and it is the habit of utmost importance. There are famous quotes said by great personalities.
Now we have Aditya Suyal telling some quotes on honesty.
Honesty is a question of right and wrong and not a matter of policy. It is a fine thing to be honest, but it is also very important to be right. Dishonest people conceal their faults from themselves as well as others. Honest people know and confess them. No such a thing as a man willing to be honest. That would be like a blind man willing to sin.
Honesty is the fastest way to prevent a mistake from turning into a failure. We have benefits on honesty by Sachin Joshi.
Honesty is not just about telling the truth. It's about being real with yourself and others about who you are, what you want, and what you need to live your most authentic life. Honesty promotes openness, empowers us, and enables us to develop consistency in how we present the facts. Honesty sharpens our perception and allows us to observe everything around us with clarity. First of all, honesty promotes authenticity. Honesty removes fear from the heart. Another notable benefit of honesty is maturity. Honesty strengthens and improves relationships between people. Another terrific advantage of honesty is the peace of mind. Honesty enhances the reputation of a person.
The CEO of a very successful company was about to retire. It was time for him to leave his seat and choose a successor. But he didn't want his children to take his position. He decided that he will choose a young executive from the company for the job. So, he called all the young executives to a meeting. "I have decided to choose one of you," the CEO said to the employees. Everyone was shocked by the decision. The CEO continued, "I am going to give a seed to each one of you today. This seed is very special. Every seed is of different plants. I want you to plant the seed and water it. After 1 year, on the same date, I will see what you have grown from the seed. I will choose the next CEO of the company that day. After judging the plants that you're gonna bring to me." There was an employee named Bill. Just like everyone else, Bill was super excited. He went home with the seed and told his wife everything. The couple started watering the seed in a pot. Days went by. Everyone in the office was bragging about how their plants have grown. But Bill was silent. His seeds were not growing. But Bill didn't stop watering the seeds. While everyone else's plants grew tall and beautiful, Bill's seed was dead. Bill was embarrassed by the result. After 1 year, the day arrived when the next CEO of the company would be chosen. Bill didn't want to bring his empty pot to the office. But his wife insisted him to be honest and take the empty pot to the office. When Bill arrived at the office, everyone had beautiful and colorful trees on their desks. Bill entered the room with the empty pot. His colleagues started laughing at him and mocking him. When the CEO entered the room, everyone presented their trees. But Bill was standing at the back with the empty pot. He was feeling devastated. The CEO noticed the empty pot in Bill's hand and asked him to come forward. He asked Bill why his pot was empty. Bill told everything honestly. All the other employees started laughing upon hearing the story. Bill was terrified. He thought he was about to be fired. The CEO said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the next CEO of our company. His name is Bill." Everyone was shocked. One employee shouted, "But he couldn't even grow the plant." The CEO continued, "Exactly 1 year ago, on this day, I had given you all boiled seeds, which couldn't be planted. Every one of you changed the seeds and replaced with another, just to show that you were successful. Only Bill was the honest one who stayed true." The whole room went quiet. Bill was not embarrassed anymore. But his colleagues were. The CEO taught the executives an important lesson. If you plant honesty, you will reap trust.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to narrate a short motivational story on honesty. Ramakrishna one day asked his disciples to steal a little rice from their own home, but there was one condition, that nobody sees them stealing rice. After a week, all of his disciples came back with rice except for one. Everyone was happy as they were able to complete the task given to them of stealing rice from their home without anyone noticing them. Ramakrishna asked that one student the reason for coming empty-handed. The student told him that even if he tries hard to steal rice, hiding from everyone else, he always saw himself stealing rice. So there was never ever a situation when he could have stolen rice when nobody was seeing. Because whatever we do, it is never hidden from one person, that is ourselves. The student who came empty-handed was Swami Vivekananda. The moral of the story is, whenever we try to do something wrong, even if we hide it from everyone else, yet we can't hide it from ourselves. So we should never do anything wrong.
My dear fellow students, Swami Vivekananda's name is written in golden letters in the history of India. He is a role model for not only to the people of India, but also to the whole world. We shall make efforts to inculcate his qualities and become a better person like him.
Now we have Siddhant Singh speaking about one of the most successful and honest person, that is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, also known as Missile Man of India.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a symbol of hard work, honesty, and never-ending passion. Whole nation drew a lot of inspiration from Dr. Kalam, revered his work, dedication, and honesty. Most of the politicians didn't ever bother to learn anything from him. His simplicity, honesty towards his job, and dedication to solve problems of his country is something we all can learn from him.
Being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it will get you the right ones. You would likely agree that at least some level of honesty is an important trait to cultivate. Being honest with others is essential for creating and maintaining healthy relationships. And being honest with yourself is vital for personal development and growth, as well as self-acceptance and self-esteem.
implies being truthful. Honesty means to develop a practice of speaking truth throughout life. A person who practices honesty in his or her life possesses a strong moral character. An honest person shows a good behavior, always follows rules and regulations, maintains discipline, speaks the truth, and is punctual. An honest person is trustworthy as he always tends to speak the truth.
Hello everybody, I am Prashit
And I am Dev.
Today we are going to present the SEM news. SEM Premier Football League. Auctions for the tournament were held on 19th of November in the school auditorium. The tournament began on 20th of November. The stats as follows. Match 1. Lake Monsters vs Nanny Warriors, the score being 0-0.
Match 2. Cliff Mount vs Snow Wolves, the score being 1-0. Cliff Mount FC won the match.
Match 3. Lake Monsters vs Mully Town FC, the score being 1-1.
Match 4. Cliff Mount vs Tully Titans, the score being 0-0.
Match 5. Mully Town vs Nanny Warriors, the score being 1-0. Mully Town FC won the match.
Match 6. Tully Titans vs Snow Wolves, the score being 0-0.
The semi-finals took place on 21st of November, Saturday. The following are the results. Semi-final 1 was played between Lake Monsters and Cliff Mount FC. The match was a draw and later Lake Monsters beat their opponents in penalties by a score of 2-1.
Semi-final 2 was played between Tully Titans and Mully Town FC. Tully Titans won the match with the score being 1-0. The match for the third position held on 22nd of November between Cliff Mount and Mully Town. The score being 3-0 and Mully Town won the match.
The finals and the award ceremony for the tournament was held on 23rd of November in the evening between Lake Monsters and Tully Titans. The match was a draw and the penalties were won by Lake Monsters FC by a score of 2-0. Moving on to the individual awards. First, the player of the tournament was awarded to Prishit.
Best attacker was awarded to Shresh Patyal.
Best defender was awarded to Ambar Raj.
Promising player was awarded to Neev Bhatt.
Emerging player was awarded to Vaibhav Singh of class 7th. The winner of the SEM Premier Football League were Lake Monsters FC, owned by Mr. Edwin John L. Digama, captained by Trishil and coached by Mr. Lalit.
Our principal, Brother Hector Pinto, awarded the Mountaineer girl, Miss Sheetal Raj, who also honored with the Tenzing Norgay Award by the President at the Boathouse Club.
Miss Sheetal, I'm very proud because I was in a principal of co-education school in Mangalore and most of them except in NAINITAL, St. Joseph's we have only boys, except in 11 and 12 we have few girls. Just now I was sitting there and I saw China Peak, Naina Peak, and I've taken boys and my guests there and we really struggled to climb up. It's not very easy. And I was just telling one of our friends there, I'm going to take some of the interns from Gwalior, but everything will I manage. And you have done a wonderful job.
On 21st of November, a cricket match was held between Indian Dental Association Bareilly and Indian Dental Association Ghaziabad in the Friendship Cup at Flats Ground, Nainital. Our principal, Brother Hector Pinto, was the chief guest and distributed the prizes.
And the runner-up trophy, हमारा IDA president and Dr. Dinesh Chairman collective. Well played, IDA Bareilly, well played. Thank you.
Our O Bold semi-captain Shakti Lumbar successfully launched his own novel Old Bold pilot.
Our school, St. Joseph's College, Nainital, is ranked number 3 in India, number 1 in Uttarakhand and number 1 in Nainital in the category India's top 5 day-come boarding schools and most inspirational school in India in a survey conducted by Education Today. The ICSE first semester board exams for class 10 will begin from 29th November and will end on 15th December.
On 27th of November, the school bid farewell to Mr. Ravi Shankar and Miss N. Rao. A small gathering was held in the school auditorium.
The exams of Hindi, Sanskrit and Art will be held offline for classes 6th, 7th and 8th, and the Hindi exam for class 9 will be held offline.
Online exam for the student will be starting from 6th of December.
On 25th of November, the auctions were held for table tennis and badminton tournament. The tournament started on the next day.
The winter vacation for the students will begin from 30th of November.
That's all for today.
Thank you.
Now we conclude our assembly with the college anthem.
Of many a school I trod, and many a college too. But there is one that always is the best for me and you. This perched on Annie's lovely lake, and our dads were there of old. For a century and more 'tis known as the home of the true and bold. For a century and more 'tis known as the home of the true and bold. Was called at first the good old Sam and later SJC. And here a place cannot be found, at least for you and me. This boy's a hard to beat, my friend, in classroom with no fame. Their motto down the years has been, make sure to play the game. Their motto down the years has been, make sure to play the game. And here's to the boys of SJC, to our children every man. And pass the word to those who come, give the motto